PharmaPal.
You're listening to Bloomscast, the official podcast of Blooms.io, home of the bioactive library for mass spectrometry instant optimization. Let's dive into the latest in natural chemistry, bioactive discovery, and the future of lab innovation.
We're going to explore, first, how diet might help manage adenomyosis. Then we'll pivot a bit, looking into the growing world of herbal remedies, cosmetics, and even potential business opportunities there.
Right, and we'll also touch on some home remedies for irregular periods.
Exactly. So our mission really is to try and connect the dots, pull out some useful insights for you, and maybe, spark some inspiration.
Definitely. We've got a guide on diet for adenomyosis, a book looking at, manufacturing herbal beauty products and medicines, and a pamphlet on those home remedies for periods.
Okay, let's dive right in then. Adenomyosis and diet. Maybe just quickly for anyone who doesn't know, adenomyosis is when uterine lining tissue grows into the muscle wall of the uterus.
That's the gist of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It causes discomfort, pain. And the guide you sent makes it clear diet isn't a cure, obviously. Medical treatment is key, but it can be a really significant support.
A supportive tool.
Right. And what's interesting is how the advice breaks down. It's not just random foods. It targets things like hormones and inflammation.
Yeah, I saw that. Hormone harmonizers was the first bit.
Yeah.
Things like oats, brown rice, fiber food.
Mm-hmm. And the idea there is fiber helps regulate hormones by aiding the removal of excess estrogen.
Which makes sense, right? If excess estrogen is part of the problem, helping your body clear it seems logical. It's less about just eating oats, more about the fiber's role in that hormonal regulation.
Exactly. Supporting those natural detox pathways. Then you've got the inflammation tamers.
Yes. Always good to tame inflammation. This section talks about spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, all the good green stuff, and omega-3s from deep-sea fish.
Classic anti-inflammatory powerhouses. They contain compounds, antioxidants that can really counteract the inflammatory processes often linked to adenomyosis symptoms.
So it's a direct link, food to inflammation levels.
Seems so. Then pain soothers. Flaxseed gets a mention here.
How does that work?
Well, the guide suggests it can help block prostaglandins. These are chemicals involved in, ramping up pain and inflammation, especially period pain.
Ah, okay. So flaxseed acts like a natural blocker for those pain messengers.
Kind of, yeah. It contains lignans, omega-3s, known for anti-inflammatory effects.
Yeah.
So it could potentially offer some relief from pelvic pain, dysmenorrhea.
Interesting. And the last one for nourishing foods was blood replenishers, black beans, and brown sugar.
Yeah, the idea being that heavy periods can lead to anemia. Black beans are a good source of iron. Brown sugar has some iron, but, moderation is key there.
Yeah.
Beans are the main player for iron replenishment.
Right, got it. Okay, so that's eat more of this list. But there's also a foods to avoid section, the triggers.
Yep. First up, hormone disruptors. Things like royal jelly, something called cholecoriacini.
Yeah, a type of gelatin, apparently. And other health products that might increase estrogen.
Which, as we said, you might want to avoid if you have an estrogen-sensitive condition like adenomyosis. It highlights needing to know what's in supplements.
Definitely. Then heat-inducing culprits. Spicy foods, chili, hot pot. But also raw onions, garlic, mutton, ginger.
Yeah, the idea, possibly from a traditional perspective, is that these generate internal heat, potentially stimulating the uterus. So maybe dialing back the spice could help some people.
Interesting. Ties into that holistic view mentioned later. What's next?
High-fat offenders. Fried food, barbecued stuff, fatty meats, cream cakes.
The usual suspects for general health, really.
Pretty much. The guide links them to potentially promoting estrogen growth and hindering recovery. Excess body fat can contribute to estrogen production.
Okay. And stimulating saboteurs. Seafood like shrimp and crab, alcohol, cigarettes, coffee.
Again, general health advice mostly, but flagged here for potentially stimulating effects or worsening inflammation.
Makes sense. And lastly, cold culprits. Raw and cold foods, pears, persimmons, watermelon, green beans, especially during your period.
This seems very rooted in traditional Chinese medicine. The idea is these cold foods might worsen pain or cause blood stasis, sluggish circulation, which TCM links to pain in irregular cycles.
Fascinating how different systems view food's impact.
It really is. And the guide briefly mentions TCM, specifically something called the Fuyan pill, an herbal formula.
Right, for clearing heat, detox, circulation, blood stasis, all related to adenomyosis management in TCM, presented as complementary to diet, it seems.
Yeah, not necessarily an alternative, but alongside lifestyle changes.
Okay, that gives us a really good picture of the dietary side for adenomyosis from that source. Let's shift gears now. Herbal beauty products, cosmetics, medicines, and the business side. Feels different, but still in that natural wellness space.
Absolutely. And this second source, this book, it really highlights a big trend. People globally preferring herbal beauty products over synthetic ones, especially in India, where the herbal beauty market has apparently boomed in the last decade.
Wow. What's driving that, according to the book?
A big factor is consumer awareness. People in India, it says, are increasingly aware of ingredients, the benefits of plants, and maybe the potential downsides of chemicals. They're paying more attention.
So more informed consumers. Makes sense.
Yeah, plus, maybe more focus on appearance, better processing of ingredients like jojoba and aloe vera, and this trend of herbal medicine concepts creeping into skincare.
And India has that deep history with herbal knowledge, right? Unlike maybe other places where you need to educate consumers more.
Exactly. That traditional foundation gives them a bit of a head start, you could say. The book itself, Business Ideas to Start, sounds like a recipe book for entrepreneurs. Formulas, manufacturing processes.
Bridging ancient knowledge and modern science for business use.
That's the idea. Useful for researchers, entrepreneurs, tech folks.
And the range of products listed is just huge. Herbal body care, bath oils, salts, powders, shampoos, hair stuff, nail care, deodorant.
Then herbal massage oils for specific things. Pregnancy, muscle pain, digestion, even PMS.
Which connects back, doesn't it? Using natural things for managing discomfort.
It does seem to be a common theme. It also covers herbal perfumes, essences, flower scents like rose, jasmine, herbal toilet waters, and a massive list of skincare.
Cleansers, exfoliants, steams, masks, toners, creams, sunscreen, face packs, toothpaste, soaps. All herbal.
And it doesn't stop there. Herbal treatments for a whole host of conditions are listed from anemia to urinary issues. It even mentions things like AIDS and cancer in the context of traditional supportive care areas.
Whoa, that's extensive. Important caveat there, of course, about serious conditions needing proper medical care.
Absolutely. This likely refers to traditional supportive uses, not cures, but it shows the breadth. Then there's a section on herbal medicines, proper tonics, elixirs, tablets, drops, syrups, capsules, specific names like ashwagandha tonic, tusakindi.
It really paints a picture of a vast herbal pharmacopoeia being tapped into.
It does. And the source even points to a consultancy, NIR Project Consultancy Services, that helps people start these businesses, market research, tech support, the whole package.
So it's supporting the whole entrepreneurial ecosystem around herbal products.
Seems that way, yeah. Especially in Ayurvedic and herbal medicines and cosmetics.
Okay, so we've covered Adenomyosis Diet, the herbal product business boom. Let's look at the third source, home remedies for irregular periods. Back to accessible, maybe traditional knowledge again.
Feels like it. The pamphlet defines irregular period cycle longer than 35 days and lists common causes. Contraceptive use, thyroid issues, PCOS, even diet like too much junk food.
Right, and then it gets into specific remedies. Sesame seeds.
Yeah, Sesame says they help induce periods. Eat them with lukewarm water or toasted on food. Simple.
A very simple. Karam seeds too. Ashwain.
Helps with irregular menses. Suggest making a decoction, basically boiling them in water. Maybe add jaggery for taste.
And ginger pops up again. Here for stimulating flow and helping with infrequent periods. Drink it as tea or juice.
It's interesting how versatile ginger seems to be in these traditional contexts. Warming circulatory effects, perhaps?
Could be. Cumin is also mentioned. General health benefits, but also good for this. Soak it overnight. Drink the water.
Again, common spices with traditional medicinal uses. Centuries of observation behind it, likely.
Unripe papaya gets a mention too, regulating uterine contraction, stimulating estrogen, and turmeric,
which we saw for inflammation and adenomyosis. Here it's for regulating menstruation, balancing hormones, easing abdominal pain.
That curcumin compound must be pretty powerful stuff.
It's certainly got a lot of research interest for its anti-inflammatory properties.
Cinnamon's on the list too. Add powder to warm milk daily. And pineapple.
Yeah, the bromelain enzyme in pineapple is mentioned. Said to soften the uterine lining, regulate periods, plus anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties.
Similar to flaxseed earlier, lots of overlap in the types of benefits from different natural sources.
There often is. And beyond specific foods, the pamphlet stresses lifestyle changes. Avoid junk and spicy food, they're spicy again. Stay hydrated, healthy weight, sleep, less refined flour, yoga.
The whole package deal for well-being and influencing cycles.
Exactly. It's all connected.
And this info comes from Planet Ayurveda, founded by an Ayurvedic doctor with certifications like WHO GMP, ISO.
Which suggests a blend of traditional knowledge and modern quality control. Similar to the vibe from the herbal business book, shows commitment to standards.
Right. So wrapping this deep dive up, we went from specific dietary tactics for adenomyosis through this booming herbal product world in India to these very accessible home remedies for irregular periods. It's really fascinating how natural approaches weave through all of them.
It really is that convergence of traditional wisdom, consumer awareness, maybe even business innovation. It feels like there's real momentum there.
Yeah. And stepping back, it makes you think. You know, with these detailed dietary plans like for adenomyosis and this huge catalog of herbal options, how could we see more personalized wellness plans in the future? Plans that really integrate both diet and specific herbal remedies tailored to the individual.
That's a great question. And what role could technology play in that? Could tech help create and deliver these super personalized, integrated health solutions? Definitely something to chew on.
Thanks for tuning in to Bloom's Cast, brought to you by blooms.io. Stay curious, stay connected, and we'll see you next time on the frontier of natural product innovation.
PharmaPal.